Topic today under discussion is Gadamer's philosophy of education, that is hermeneutics. Hermeneutics, traditionally speaking, it comes from a Greek word that is hermeneutikos, that means to interpret or an art of interpretation. Traditionally, its implication was only for biblical interpretation and for the legal documents. Also, there is a connotation that a Hermes is assumed to be a prophetic soul who used to bring message from the god, translate it and interpret it to the people. Now coming to the modern phenomena of hermeneutics. Hans-Georg Gadamer, who lived in the 20th century and his living era was 1900 till 2002. He was very much influenced by his teacher Heidegger, who believed that it is not a methodological phenomena to interpret anything, but it is something about an existentialist idea. That when we interpret something, it is more likely to define the being. It is more likely to understand what anybody's existence brings out the meaning towards the phenomena of life. Hans-Georg Gadamer contributed to this idea with modern hermeneutics. He added two more phenomena into this. Heidegger's phenomena of existential interpretation was also associated with ontological elements in Gadamer's hermeneutics. And also there is one more element that we call applicatory theory of hermeneutics. Now how application works? Application here is associated with the language. Much of the time noticed that people use language to come into dialogical settings, where people come into dialect, they share their perceptions, they share their ideas, and this is how the body of the knowledge goes groomed. Now Gadamer has contributed with this idea that language plays a crucial role when people want to interact with one another, bring their interpretations together, groom critical thinking, and know things better. All of these things are to be supported with a few factors. And there are certain outcomes that we need to throw our significance upon. The first significant factor that really works is space of freedom. A speaker must have to have that freedom to express their thinking, and with their linguistic capabilities, everybody must be possessing an individual right to express themselves, to express their interpretation towards anything, so that the understanding may go clearer than how anybody's existence actually work upon bringing the interpretations from the people. Now there is another factor where what we see that with Gadamer's philosophy of education, fusion of horizons, it takes place. When we communicate with people, we actually try to meet each other's intellectual level. It happens to occur in our classrooms, where we open a topic to our students and we inductively, when we call for multiple interpretations from our students, the students respond with their ideas and the body of knowledge goes swelled. This is how the understanding of the topic, the understanding and the expectation of the topic goes clearer and learning is much better. We talk about authority and history. When we speak of our interpretations, we have to back support the idea with what the historical evidences are there and how the authorities, the people who had much better command over education, language, knowledge, how they responded to any ideas and how do we inculcate those interpretations into our interpretations and how we move on in our life to interpret things better in the light of those beautiful interpretations. According to Gadamer's claim, there is one more factor that really works. Our linguistic capabilities and dialectical situations make us more open-minded and make us more modest. It means that it actually inculcates a capability of being open to accept other people's interpretations. It makes us acceptors of new ideas and makes us better critical thinker. And one more thing, how modesty really works. When we accept other people and we listen to others' interpretations, we respect their ideas, it means that it is grooming us in terms of our ethical